to the Ed Police Cam.
We are breaking into programming right now to bring you to this police chase that's been taking place on the Palmetto Expressway in the Doral area. It started off, though, probably in the Kendall area, but let's talk about what we're looking at right now. This is the Palmetto Expressway in the southbound lanes right off of Northwest 25th Street, where we see that police activity. And this is what we've been monitoring and also listening in on. We understand that there was a female driver in a stolen car, a silver Honda Civic Sport. That car has no tag. You're noticing here on this exit, though, there is a lake right off of that exit. And what we understand is that driver got off of this exit at 25th Street and jumped in that lake. That is why you see all of those police cars stopped on the exit. That exit off the Palmetto Expressway is completely blocked off right now as police are on the scene. So what we understand is that driver jumping into the lake there. And it looks like Sky 10's over the scene right now. And we do see, obviously, those cops there. We see, and I do see someone that looks like they are swimming in the water there. So that's possibly the driver they're looking for as we're trying to get a little bit of a tighter view. But let me explain what sort of happened. About 15 minutes ago, we got word of this police chase taking place, and it started around the Kendall area where this driver, a female driver, in a stolen vehicle was going northbound on the Palmetto Expressway. At one point, she got off on Okeechobee Road and then went back southbound on the Palmetto, getting off on this exit 25th Street and jumping into the lake there. So we see police have stopped as this chase was going on, but this chase, trying to get this chase to an end, because even though this person has exited the vehicle and jumped in the lake, they are still, of course, trying to apprehend this person. So as we're looking here, we see police, but we also see a few bystanders, no doubt people who were just driving along, getting off of that exit and probably watching the scene unfold right now. We do see some of them walking. This exit is completely blocked off at this time as police try to figure out, no doubt, how to get that person out of the lake and into custody safely. Now, we don't know the circumstances surrounding this stolen vehicle. We only know that this woman was in a stolen vehicle and that it is a silver Honda Civic Sport. There was no tag on the car, and that's all the information we got right now. So we're still working to figure out exactly how this car was stolen, how all of this started. We do understand that there was only one person in that vehicle, and it was that woman driver. Sky 10 now is starting to pan out to the lake where we can see that person swimming in the lake. And it looks like police are trying to get her to swim towards them so they could bring her into custody and end this whole chase without further incident. So looking at this all unfolding there, quite a sight to see for these drivers who were just getting off of that exit and then having to pull over as they saw this massive police presence. If you are on the Palmetto Expressway, if this is part of your commute or you plan on taking it a little bit later, be aware that this has caused traffic backups on the regular lanes, but also the exit off of 25th Street is closed off right now because police have blocked it off to try to focus in on getting that driver who is in the lake into custody. Trying to get a better vantage point here from Sky 10 as we are working to get a good view of what is going on. But again, this female driver in a stolen car leading police on a chase from Kendall all the way to Okeechobee Road, then getting back on the Palmetto Expressway southbound and getting off on Northwest 25th Street. And that is where we are waiting to see exactly what takes place at this point. So Sky 10 is over the scene right now where we're able to see big traffic backup. Right now you're looking at earlier video that we were able to shoot, and this gives you a vantage point of that police presence blocking off this exit off of the Palmetto Expressway. But look to the right of your screen. That lake you see there, that is where she jumped in, and we were able to get some views of her swimming. Police are on the ledge trying to, no doubt, probably tell her to swim towards them to get this whole thing over with without incident, as she did jump in that lake. She does look like she was swimming, though, so they are trying to get her to come back and so that they can take her into custody. But right there on the right of your screen, a little hard to see, but you can see someone swimming in that lake. Again, this video was shot earlier right when police pulled off of this exit and she jumped into the lake. Right now, though, police are trying to get her into custody. But notice that you see the police cars off of this exit here. They have blocked off the exit. And notice that there are plenty of bystanders. There's some trucks here and some regular cars that were probably just driving off of that exit when all of this took place, and of course had to stop and pull over and no doubt want to get a look at what's going on right now. But right now, we look like there's possibly people may be trying to help police get this person into custody. We're working to get a better vantage point from Sky 10, but you are looking at footage from what we saw earlier today. Let's see if we could go back to some Sky 10 footage right now, if we can get some live of Sky 10. And right now we can see a really good vantage point, pulling that up, where Sky 10 is getting that visual for us of that woman getting pulled up by police. So there it is right there, that woman who jumped in the lake. And it looks like several people jumped in the lake as well to get that woman and to bring her in to police custody. Counting a few people here, it looks like about maybe 5 people along with the driver jumped in that lake, as I'm trying to do a quick count here, where we can see now that police are helping to pull these people up, and also one of them being the driver. It looks like some of the people who jumped in, though, were just bystanders who were just watching this whole thing unfold, and it looks like they wanted to help out. They jumped in to try to get that woman into custody, who led police on a chase. So right now, this is all live from Sky 10. This is around the Doral area. It's actually not too far from the airport either. This is off of the Palmetto Expressway. This is the exit ramp at Northwest 25th Street. That is where she pulled over, jumped over the ledge, and then jumped into the lake, probably thinking that she could somehow not only outrun, but maybe outswim police, but that didn't seem to work at all. There she is. If you can see in the middle of your screen there, it looks like they've got that woman and they're taking her into custody. There she is, being led by several police officers, walking on the ledge right now and going into a police cruiser, we're sure, in a matter of just a few minutes here. But interesting sight to see, because we did see police pull over of this exit, but we also saw just some people who happened to be in traffic pulled over at this exit. And it looks like some of those people decided to help police out and jump right into that lake to bring that woman into police custody safely. But this was a chase that started probably at this point about 20 minutes ago. And we understand she was in a stolen vehicle. It was a silver Honda Civic Sport. We don't know right now exactly how that vehicle was stolen or how all of this unfolded. Only that when we got word that this police chase was in effect, that it started around the Kendall area northbound, and then she went all the way north on the Palmetto Expressway, getting off on Okeechobee Road, turning back around to get on the Palmetto to head south, and then making that decision to get off on Northwest 25th Street and jump right into that lake, trying to evade police, but that didn't work. They were able to get her as they are walking now. A big police presence here. This was clearly an effort by multiple agencies. We do see FHP on the scene there, assisting in all of this. So this was quite a massive response from multiple agencies around the area to get this person safely into custody. And of course, to make sure everybody on the roads was safe. As you know, the Palmetto Expressway is an extremely busy highway here in South Florida. At any given moment, you are no doubtedly going to run into some traffic jams. So this woman taking police on a chase, going at a high rate of speed, is a very dangerous situation for not only police officers, but for the people who just happen to be driving by in traffic as they go about their day. So they wanted to make sure that this ended safely, with no incident, with no injuries. And she did jump in that lake to try to avoid all of this from happening, but that did not work. Police were right behind her, and also what seems to be some just bystanders getting involved as well, wanting to make sure that this also came to a safe end. It looked like she was able to swim, but that could have been a possibility as well, that they wanted to make sure she also didn't get injured herself as she jumped into that lake. But right now you're looking live at Sky 10. We have a split screen for you. On the left is what's going on live right now. On the right side of your screen is those images that we were able to capture of when they got that woman out of the water and into handcuffs, and they're walking her now to the police cruiser. On the left there, you can see that is the silver Honda Civic Sport that was the car she stole that led to this chase. And it looks like she crashed the car into the concrete barrier there on the Palmetto Expressway before jumping over the ledge and then jumping into the lake. So again, we're taking you live to this situation that has been taking place on the Palmetto Expressway in the Doral area off of Northwest 25th Street, where a woman led police on a chase, then crashing her car, getting off North 25th Street exit, jumping into the lake, but police have pulled her out of that lake. She is in custody. We're going to have so much more on this story coming up in our later newscast, so be sure to stay with us for Local 10 News starting at 3.
This has been a breaking news alert from Local 10 News.